But always remember, whatever you do, do it the very best you can. That's the way to get along in the world. He would love nothing more than to have a little pig for his supper. His little piggy eyes lit up. This is it, he thought. A house of bricks will be very strong. He asked the man, "Please, sir, could you spare some of your bricks for me to build a house?" The man, seeing how earnest the little pig was, gave him a generous pile of bricks. The third little pig got to work. It was hard work. He had to mix the mortar, lay each brick carefully, and make sure the walls were straight and strong. The sun beat down, and his little piggy back ached, but he didn't stop. He built a strong foundation, sturdy walls, a solid roof, and even a big, strong fireplace with a chimney. While his brothers were playing music and relaxing, he was working. Finally, after a long time, his little brick house was finished. It was a fine, strong house indeed. He went inside, tired but very proud. Now, he thought, I am safe. Let the wolf come. But it wasn't long before the big bad wolf came strolling through the woods. He had a very keen sense of smell, and soon he sniffed out the first little pig's house of straw. He crept up to the door, and his tummy rumbled. He knocked and said in a sweet voice, little pig, let me come in." The first little pig peeked through a crack and saw the wolf's big ears and sharp teeth. "No, no, not by the hair on my chinny chin," he squealed. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," roared the wolf. And so he took a deep breath and he huffed and he blew with all his might. The straw house, being so weak, blew away in an instant. The first little pig ran as fast as his little legs could carry him, straight to his brother's house of sticks. The wolf, licking his lips, followed the scent right to the stick house. He saw the first little pig dive inside. He knocked on the door. "Little pigs, let me come in." The two pigs inside trembled. "No, no, not by the hair on our chins," they shouted together. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," growled the wolf, angrier than before. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew on the house of sticks. The sticks rattled and shook, and then with one more mighty puff, the whole house came tumbling down. The two little pigs squealed in terror and ran for their lives, straight towards their brother's house of bricks. The wolf was getting very hungry now. He chased them all the way to the little brick house and watched them slam the heavy wooden door shut. He knocked loudly. Little pigs, let me come in." The three little pigs, now safe inside the strong house, felt much braver. The third little pig called out, "No, no, not by the hair on our chins. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," the wolf bellowed, confident he could do it again. He huffed and he puffed and he huffed. He blew until his face was red and his cheeks ached, but the brick house didn't move. Not one brick even wiggled. The house was just too strong. The wolf was furious, but he was also clever. He decided to try and trick the pigs. He called out in a friendly voice, "Little pig, I know where there is a nice field of turnips." The third little pig was wary. "Where?" he asked. "In Mr. Smith's field. If you're ready tomorrow morning, I will call for you, and we can go together and get some for dinner," said the wolf. "Very well," said the clever little pig. "What time?" "Oh, at 6 o'clock," replied the wolf. Well, the little pig woke up at 5 o'clock, went to the field, gathered a big basket of turnips, and was back home before the wolf even arrived. The little pig called out, "Ready. I've already been and come back again. I have a lovely pot of turnips boiling for my dinner." The wolf was enraged. But he didn't give up. He tried again. "Little pig, I know where there is a lovely apple tree." "Where?" asked the pig. "Down at Merry Garden," said the wolf. "I'll come for you at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we'll get some apples But this time he had to climb the tree to get the best apples, and it took longer than he expected. Just as he was about to climb down, he saw the wolf coming. "Little pig," the wolf growled. "You're here before me. Are the apples nice?" "Oh, very nice," said the clever pig. "Here, I'll throw one down for you." And he threw an apple as far as he could. While the wolf ran to get it, the little pig scrambled down the tree and ran home. The wolf was absolutely furious now. He ran to the brick house and shouted, "I'm done with tricks. I'm coming to get you." He looked at the strong walls and solid door, and then he looked up. He saw the chimney. "Aha," he thought. I'll climb onto the roof, go down the chimney, and eat all three of them for my supper. He knew exactly what the wolf was planning. Quick as a flash, he told his brothers, "Quick, help me." They stoked the fire until it was roaring hot and the water was boiling. That, of course, was the end of the big bad wolf. They helped their brother build two more strong brick houses right next to his, and they all lived happily and safely ever after. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales. See you next time.